When flattery becomes foreign policy. This headline in a Pakistani newspaper aptly sums up Pakistan's Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif recommending US President Donald Trump for a Nobel Prize for a second time, allegedly for stopping the 8th war. Now, the 20-point peace plan of US President Donald Trump, endorsed by more than 30 world leaders at Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, is being described by many as a cringe show of strength. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was also invited both by US President Donald Trump and the Egyptian President al-Sisi, but he chose to stay away. There was a prior commitment, the state visit of the Mongolian president to India. There are some analysts who say it was a very wise decision by Prime Minister Narendra Modi not to be a part of that lineup at Sharm el-Sheikh. We get you more in this report.
In Egypt's Sharm el-Sheikh, a so-called peace summit turned into full-blown Trump darbar. From awkward handshakes to public praise contest, Trump basked in the spotlight.
Regards, where are you? There you go. Thank you very much. Do you want to say what you said?
The highlight, Trump asked Pakistani Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif to repeat what was discussed earlier in private.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to say what you said to me the other day? Come, would you like to say what you said today?
And Sharif, who was only eager to impress the American president, once again nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni was seen covering her mouth in disbelief, while Trump smirked and nodded.
For his outstanding, genuine and most wonderful candidate for Peace Prize, because he has brought not only peace in South Asia, saved millions of people.
And then Trump praised Pakistan's Army Chief Asim Munir, who was not even present, even as Sharif stood grinning behind him.
Not going to keep you standing for long. These are great leaders.
It was not only the awkward moment. Trump and French President Emmanuel Macron, in what can only be described as a handshake arm wrestle, a bizarre 38-second tug-of-war on the red carpet.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. I would imagine Emmanuel standing someplace behind you.
And to make it worse, as Trump looked around for him on stage, Macron stayed seated in the audience, refusing to join the parade. Trump invited UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to the podium to shake his hand, and then sent him back without letting him say anything.
20-minute notice, and I think it's fantastic. About a woman, that's the end of your political career, but I'll take my chances.
With the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, Trump calls her beautiful on global stage, and then, as an afterthought, seeks permission.
You wanted to be here.
Meloni smiled politely, folded her hands in a namaste.
We have a woman, a young woman who's, I'm not allowed to say it because usually it's the end of your political career if you say it. She's a beautiful young woman. Now, if you use the word beautiful in the United States about a woman, that's the end of your political career, but I'll take my chances. Where is she? There she is. You don't mind being called beautiful.
Trump also mistakenly addressed Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney as president. Carney joked, thanking Trump for the upgrade.
It's good. I started.
And then the ghost handshake. As Egyptian host Abdel Fattah al-Sisi reached out, Trump turned away mid-camera flash, leaving the Egyptian president hanging. He also discussed family business at the formal event. Caught on a hot mic, Indonesia's president asking Trump for a meeting with his son.
India is a great country with a very good friend of mine at the top, and he's just done a fantastic job. And I think that Pakistan and India are going to live very nicely together.
With back home, India quietly chose distance over drama. Prime Minister Narendra Modi skipped the Sharm el-Sheikh spectacle, sending Minister of State Kirti Vardhan Singh instead. And looking at the circus that followed, that may have been the wisest diplomatic move of all. From handshake wars to misplaced compliments, the Trump Darbar in Egypt had plenty of embarrassment in store for world leaders. Bureau Report, India Today.